The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Justin Fields spoke for the first time in an official press conference setting since signing with the Jets. What did the new quarterback have to say? We'll talk about that and more. Plus, our Final Four matchup gets underway. Mr. Bonesy, Gary, 3D Boxing. The winner takes on King Loski in our national championship game tomorrow afternoon. It's the Jake Asman Show. It's Asmaniac Madness, and it starts right now. Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go. Here on a Wednesday, show number 2 on the day. Congratulations to King Loski on defeating Neil earlier in the Final Four matchup on the left side of the bracket. Who's taking on Loski in our championship matchup tomorrow afternoon? It's either going to be Gary or Bonesy, and we will find out when voting begins in just a bit. Justin Fields spoke today. Before we get to that, let's remind all of you that you need to come on down to our draft party. Join me, Fireman Ed, some of your favorite content creators, and guess what? You, the Asmaniacs, as we watch the Jets in the first round on April 24th. Come watch the draft with us at Clinton Hall, 16 West 36th Street, right between Penn Station and Grand Central Station, so easy to get to. Buy your ticket. It includes automatic entry into our Asmaniac raffle. Also includes a complimentary drink. Going to give away tickets to games, Yankee tickets, by the way, plus a bunch of Jets signed memorabilia. So check it out. Buy a ticket before we sell out. We have about 60 or so tickets left, so go quick because spots are filling. Click the link in the description and buy your ticket today. All right, let's hear from Justin Fields. He spoke today. Now, the Jets are taking a clear approach to try and tone down any media, any buzz around them. What do I mean by this? The Jets are the only team in the NFL that didn't make any of their free agents available last month when they signed with their team. They're trying to go and be low-key. They're trying to go and be like this under-the-radar team. That's easier said than done. We know how this works in this town with the media and how when you start losing, it can get out of whack. It can get crazy. But for now, the Jets are trying to move in silence, as Aaron Glenn said at the owners' meetings last week. So no one's heard from Justin Fields outside of a quick, 2-minute interview that the Jets official website posted. This was the first press conference setting. So here was Justin Fields being asked about turning around the New York Jets.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I've been on good teams. I've been on bad teams. So just the mindset and really just, like you said, the leadership. And AG has been in the same situation to where, Detroit, they didn't start off hot. So I think he knows how to take a bad situation and turn it into a good one. So, I've seen, I've been on teams that have been, 3-14 and stuff like that. And, of course, last year, Pittsburgh, we had a pretty good team making it to the playoffs and had a hot start. So I've seen both sides of it. So, I can kind of tell the difference between just the characteristics of a team that is not doing so well and the characteristics of a good team. So, of course, really just trying to implement that into, our team and try to get all the, good characteristics and just find the recipe of, what makes us a playoff team. So, yeah.
So you hear that from Fields there. And look, ultimately, the coaching is the biggest thing of whether or not he's going to be able to break out and turn things around. I mean, that's really it, right? We kind of, to this point, have an idea on what Fields is. He's a really dynamic runner, and he's a subpar passer. I mean, those are the numbers. That's what the eye test will tell you. At times, you see the flashes, but there's a reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were 4-2, decided to bench him for an aging Russell Wilson. And when you watch back the film, you see there were plays on film that they felt he should have made. That doesn't mean he was always properly coached, right? And we know Aaron Glenn, without directly saying it, has intimated that he thinks Justin Fields has never been properly coached since he's been in the NFL. So, Rich Cimini tried to ask Justin Fields specifically about those Glenn comments. Take a listen.
Justin, when we were talking to Aaron Glenn last week in Florida at the owners' meetings, he said that while you're a dynamic runner, their hope is to really develop you as a quarterback, to let you truly play the quarterback position, which he felt that maybe wasn't the case in your 2 previous stops. I'm wondering if you could speak to that and whether you feel like in the previous stops you didn't get a chance to fully play the quote unquote the position.
I mean, I think I was asked to, I did what I was asked to do, and I've never had a problem with that. I've always been a team player. I've always been, advocating on, putting, myself behind the team. So, like I said, I'm not really gonna get too much into depth on, what was happened in Chicago and what happened last year with Pittsburgh. But like I said, I'm grateful for all the experiences that I've had. I met a lot of great people there, built a lot of great relationships that'll last a lifetime. And, I think, of course, the more time you have in the league, the more experience you have. So, like I said, I think I'm, progressing and getting better each and every year. So, like I said, I'm excited to get things rolling this year.
So, look, that's the right answer, but I think we know deep down inside he probably agrees. And that was probably a major selling point from the Jets to Fields. Hey, we're going to let you play quarterback. Aaron Glenn has said that. We're going to let him play quarterback. He has said, quote, I don't think he's ever been really given the chance to play quarterback. Everyone talks about how he's a dynamic runner. He is. And the offense should cater to that if the Jets want to have any chance of not being terrible next year. This guy ran for 1,100 yards in a season. He's elite with the ball in his hands. Other than Lamar Jackson, I don't think there's a quarterback in football that is a better runner than Fields. Right? Maybe it's Jayden Daniels, but he's still just, a year into his career. What makes Daniels elite is obviously he could throw the ball as well as anyone. And that's the next step for Justin Fields, if that step is possible. And that's the thing. We all talk about him getting better and get better and better. And it's like, okay, well, I think Fields deep down inside, he knows it's also his last opportunity to be a true starter in the league. Because let's be real, if it doesn't work out for Fields here, he's not going to just get another chance to be handed a starting job. He won't. If it doesn't work out with the Jets, we're going to be talking about a guy that would then be going on to his 4th team in 6 years in the NFL. So this is it for Fields. He understands that, and we'll find out if the Jets could put him in position to actually have success. Now, one of those guys that should help him have success with the Jets is his old college teammate. Here's Justin Fields being asked and talking about playing with Garrett Wilson once again.
I mean, it's awesome. Of course, we played together in college, and, when I saw him, it's really just like the old days. So I don't think our relationship skipped a beat. So, of course, I'm definitely excited to play with him, guys like Ruck and, Josh Myers. So I'm excited for that. And, of course, things that we can do to help get each other better, just, get back on the same page as we were in college. And, of course, communicate, make sure we're always on the same page when it comes to concepts and routes and, what he's doing in certain situations. But, yeah, I'm definitely excited to be back on the field with him for sure.
Should help, but here's what also will help Justin Fields. More than just one obvious weapon. And that's why the draft is so important 15 days from now for the New York Jets to get it right. So damn important. One more from Fields. I found this to be interesting here. This was Justin Fields being asked by a reporter about the possibility of the Jets drafting a quarterback.
Justin, what if the Jets take a quarterback here, whether it's 7th, 2nd round, whatever? How do you feel about the possibility of a young guy who might, you might have to mentor or could be like nipping at your heels?
I don't really like to answer rhetorical questions, but like I said, I'm willing to teach. But yeah, I I'm not really interested in, rhetorical questions. So.
Now, it's not a rhetorical question. I think what he's trying to say is hypothetical questions. He doesn't want to be asked about hypothetical questions. I think that's what he's saying. Look, the bottom line is this. The Jets might draft a quarterback. I would be flabbergasted if it's in the first round. Not after everything we've heard from Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji, the contract that Fields got. The Jets did their homework on this quarterback class. They determined Fields would be their best available option. They're not able to get Cam Ward. He won't be there. It would cost an enormous amount to move up, and who knows if Tennessee at that point is even going to accept the offer, right? If they think Cam Ward's their guy, guess what? It doesn't really matter what you offer up. It doesn't. So the quarterback for the Jets this year, barring injuries, Justin Fields. Now, could the Jets draft the quarterback at some point? Yeah, they could take Will Howard in the 4th round, 3rd round. They could take Jalen Milroe if he's there then. Yeah, they could take Kyle McCord. They could take one of those guys. Riley Leonard. Who knows? They could take any of those guys. I just personally would be shocked if it's, Shedeur Sanders is there at 7 and the Jets are pulling the trigger. I don't see that happening. It just wouldn't back up their actions this offseason. It wouldn't. So ultimately, Fields is the guy. And he's going to get this year to prove whether or not he could be the guy beyond just there. Just one season. It's a 1-year trial. Is it likely he's the guy long term? Let's be real, Jet fans. Probably not. Probably not. Call a spade a spade. But we would have been saying the same thing about Baker Mayfield in Tampa and Sam Darnold in Minnesota. So you just never know. You just never know. And that's the hope, that at least we're not wasting a year completely with an obvious, what's the best case scenario if they signed Russell Wilson or Carson Wentz? Right? It's been a while, but we had that type of year before. The best case scenario was Ryan Fitzpatrick in 2015. We didn't even make the playoffs because we choked in week 17 at the time against Buffalo. Jets finished 10-6. We had nothing to show for it ultimately. And then Fitzpatrick holds out, wants more money. Eventually the Jets come to terms with him. And he never replicated anywhere close to what he was in 2015 because that was just lightning in the bottle. That would have been the best case scenario with Carson Wentz or Marcus Mariota, Russell Wilson, or name any of the other options once they decided Aaron Rodgers wasn't good enough for them. Once they made that decision, the only guy out there that you could somehow spin into, hey, we're not wasting the year already knowing we don't have our guy, is Fields. Because he's 25, just turned 26. And he does have talent. And there's a reason why he was a top 15 pick. Jameis would have been the Ryan Fitzpatrick example, too, if you want to throw him out there. Giants signed to both him and Russell Wilson. What's their ceiling? Right? So, we'll see how it plays out. But ultimately, he's the guy. And he's the guy for at least this season. And then we go from there. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. If you come to the Jets draft party that I'm hosting, you have a chance to win one of the prizes there in our Asmaniac raffle. You want a Justin Fields jersey, Jet fans? We will be giving one away among the many signed items by Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, Joe Klecko, Nick Mangold, Garrett Wilson, and many more. So, we will see you at our draft party, but make sure, if you're coming, you secure your spot. And when you get your ticket, you're automatically entered in the raffle we're doing throughout the night. All right, here we go, folks. I know what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for Asmaniac Madness, a tournament that started with 64. We are now down to just 3. After today's show, we will be down to just 2. King Loski's already advanced. Gary or Mr. Bonesy will face off against the King tomorrow afternoon in our national championship. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, baby. Who will face the King? Your vote determines who advances. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hand things over right now to the voice of Asmaniac Madness. Here is Jim Nair.
It's time for Asmaniac Madness. Who will cut the nets down as the top Asmaniac for 2025? Some of you don't even care, but we do. Let's get to it.
In honor of these two going at it, I have my boxing glove for Gary 3D Boxing and my Alden shoe right here. Here we go. Bonesy versus Gary. One man believes in achievement. The other apparently does not. One man thinks Joe Douglas can do no wrong. The other thinks he should have been fired 2 days before he was hired. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started here, a quick message from those closely associated with each contestant. First, here is Gary's wife with a message from home.
Gary, thank you for the vacuum cleaner. Gary, I love it. Do you think we could go out for Valentine's Day after I'm done vacuuming? Babe, I'm on the Hobby Midnight show. Come on. There's stuff in the fridge. You could just make me something. Make me make me some meat and then we're good. Okay. Who should I vote for tomorrow in the election? Come on, babe. The list is on the table. Just hurry up. I can't hear Bobby.
Thank you to Gary's wife. And before we really get this show rolling here, a quick word from Mrs. Bonesy.
Oh, Mr. Bonesy.
And we're underway, baby. Vote, vote, vote. Asmaniac Madness. Here we go. Quick shout out to Mother Effin' Chew on gifting a channel membership. Choose in our Asmaniac raffle for the signed Super Bowl III Joe Willie Namath helmet, the signed Curtis Martin helmet, the signed Joe Klecko football, and more prizes to be announced in the near future. All right, here we go. Your comments. WD writes in, Bonesy gets my vote if he denounces Joe Douglas as terrible. Or else, vote for Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Julian Manfredo with a Asmaniac super chat, or just a $20 super chat that will be 5 raffles, I should say, in the Asmaniac raffle. Hopefully, it's finally our time for the Jets. How do we get more tickets for the draft party raffles? Only one per head, Julian. But since you bought 2 tickets, you and your wife, you're each entered separately. So you have 2 chances, I guess, to technically win. Looking forward to seeing you, man. Thanks for getting your ticket today. Christopher says, go Jets. Jake, you're awesome. Asmaniac Madness. The Beast rules. Support, subscribe, etc. to the channel/show. Thank you, Christopher. See? For all you people that says, no one likes Beast. Well, just like that, you're proven wrong. Folks, I know what we need to do. We need to check in with half of Team Gary right now. First up today on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is...
Joe Douglas should have been fired 2 days before he was hired.
Hello, Decker.
Hello.
Why
I'm
should
here to
people
back
vote
up
for your
some
dad?
votes. Well, voting for him is voting for me. And voting for me is also voting for Morgan on Annie.
Well, I will play the message we received earlier today.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, many have asked about Decker's nanny, Morgan. Well, here's a message from Morgan and her friend in the same sorority.
I vote Decker and Gary.
Hey, you asked for her, we delivered. Now we better get a lot of votes.
You're a very good businesswoman there,
Yes.
Decker.
She delivered. She made a promise and she delivered on it.
You guys said you would vote for us. We got her. We got her.
Maybe she's more of a politician. She actually gets things done, though, unlike actual politicians.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job,
Yes.
Decker.
Yes.
Now, you don't believe in the moon landing, though, right?
No, I do not.
Yeah. That could be the issue for your father. He doesn't believe in achievement, they're saying. Would you like to push back on that narrative? Do you know what narrative means? That might be too big of a word. Would you like to push back on
He just has very bad taste sometimes, but the moon landing is not one of them. It's his false take that isn't bad, actually. Yeah.
Walking on the moon is like a ridiculous. Did I tell you there was no Santa Claus? Did I ever pretend it was a Santa Claus?
Daddy, you know there's kids watching.
Oh yeah, there's kids watching. Let's not blow up for the kids. I don't share fairy tales with you. No,
Are you trying to get us votes? Get votes for Bonesy.
Yeah, are you trying to get votes or sabotage yourself there, Gary?
I'm gonna let her do the talking. You can do the talking.
Hey, thank you. That dog, get up here.
All right, we're bringing in the dog now too. Cannoli to the
Cannoli.
rescue.
Come here.
Cannoli.
Yeah.
Go up on Decker.
Come on. Get on. Come on, give me the paws. Give me your paw.
Oh, the fat dog doesn't.
Give it to me. I got him.
Pulling out all the stops. Right now, it is
Cannoli, who should we vote for?
54-46.
Cannoli, who should we vote for? Cannoli, vote for us, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Decker, Cannoli the dog, and Gary 3D Boxing.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? Asmaniac Madness. You get to pick the ones who make the show rock.
What a start to this, huh? You can tell Gary's nervous. He got the nanny in a video. He got Cannoli the dog. He got Decker on the line, pulling out all the stops. You got to respect it. The problem is, whoever wins, do they have enough left in the tank for the king tomorrow? That's the real challenge. Unbelievable. Dave Brigger writes in, oh boy, Gary desperate, bringing in children, animals, and nannies. Rick says, Jake, let's move along. Rick, this is my show, and today you're done commenting. We'll see you.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
See ya. Just 5 minutes. But come on, Rick. What are you moving along? You find a different show if you don't like what you're watching here. It's April. Find me the show that's giving you 2 hours twice a day on the Jets. Robert Morris writes in, with 5 channel memberships, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. 5 entries in the raffle from Robert Morris out of Ithaca College. Adam Horvath, Class 1. Bill Gates, Rattlehead, Philip Rizak Jr. All receiving channel memberships. Love it. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate the support. Everyone out there gifting a membership. We've heard from one half of the matchup, Gary 3D Boxing. Now let's hear from his opponent. Let's say hello to Mr. Bonesy.
The only thing better than all them shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Bonesy!
Jake, my brother. I see Gary pulling out all the stops, so I just want to show him what I got going on with my family. All right. First, I took his advice, and we got this little one just practicing, getting ready to go.
The vacuum, yes.
And then we got this Jets maniac who just can't get enough of the Jets. I mean, look, he's playing NFL blitz. He's just loving life, using the Jets, whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? Can you guys see that? That's a real NFL fan right there. And if he wants to bring in a dog, I got a guy who's been here longer than Cannoli. This is my man, Rex. He's a big fan of Sexy Rexy. So we got all the stops, man. We got all the stops. So I see what you're doing, Gary, and I'm on to you, brother. So this is a real battle, and I'm not going down lightly. This is for it all, man.
Now, what was the process like, Bones, to get Mrs. Bonesy to use the vacuum on camera for you?
It was I had to convince her a little bit. She didn't want to. She was like, "Why?" Then I had to show her, what Gary said and Gator's work, and then she was like, "I'll do it for Jake." I was like, "Thanks."
We love
that's
Mrs.
a win.
Bonesy. Bring your wife to the draft party. She'll be a huge hit.
Listen, if I had babysitting like Gary, if I had a Morgan, I'd be good, man. I'd be able to be.
I vote Decker and Gary.
See? But unfortunately, I don't. So it's only the in-laws that can really help me, or Joe Bonesy, who has no faith in himself, to take care of 3 kids. But I want her to. I'm definitely coming. If we get a babysitter, she'll be coming with me. But most of the time, it's her babysitting. So.
Hey, let me find you a babysitter. Hey, Beast, do you think you could babysit the Bonesy children?
I'll see what I can do, but in about a few minutes from now, get ready because we're going to make a sandwich. I brought. Oh yeah, you didn't think I didn't forget? You know what I brought here? Gabagool, baby. Right, Jack. Read them and weep. It's called Get Ready because in a few minutes we're gonna tear this shit up hardcore style. So get ready. Get a seatbelt.
Yeah, baby.
Don't worry about
It's happening. Beast is making gabagoo, folks. So we have you versus Gary and Beast making sandwiches. There's nothing quite like this program, huh?
This is the best. I'm in the middle of cooking chicken right now. I'm cooking dinner. Oh, it's actually looking pretty good. You guys want to check that out?
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I let it marinate for 2 days. Taking my advice. I know I'm not on the grill PBM, but Purple Belt Mike has taught me how to finesse the meat, make love to the meat. that's what I've been working on.
Hey now, Bonesy. Apparently, me playing the Morgan clip swung some votes. So to be fair, I'm going to play the clip of your wife vacuuming again.
Vote Mr.
Bonesy.
I can't believe she did it. That was good.
Hi, Lola.
Say hi to everybody.
What the heck?
Give me a Jets chant. No, I need it from Lola. We know you could do the chant, buddy.
There it is.
This is what we got, man. So eventually, I'm sure me and Gary are going to talk to each other. My kids are hyped. They're channeling their inner Loski here, because they want to see him in the finals. So they're trying to scream as loud as they can.
I love it. Well, Bones, good luck to you. We will check in with you in a bit. Gary 3D Boxing is lurking, and it's going to be quite the battle. I'm seeing right now 50-50. This is truly what we wanted for a Final Four showdown.
Man, Gary, this is what we've been waiting for, buddy. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bonesy.
The only thing better than all these shoes is sexy Rexy because he also loves feet. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody, and man, these Jets are depressing.
We have an instant classic potentially on our hands. Unbelievable. All right, some super chats here. FPP. Gary, great run, but it's over. Mr. Bonesy over Loski. Kevin says, if Gary loses, can he get a recount? Oregon says, if Bonesy wins, celebration, chicken and pasta at dinner. Not a bad idea. Joshua writes in, is Bonesy going to light up a spliff? might be a good idea to counter Bonesy. More calls. Here we go. Purple Belt Mike is next. What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's up? Man, the start of this show is awesome. I don't know who I'm voting for yet, so if you're going to ask me, it's going to be based on the totality of the show. But if I had to vote right now, because Bonesy broke out his wife, vacuuming is hilarious, I'd vote for him. But show's not over. You got 2 hours or whatever. So, but that was really funny, Bonesy. That was really good and unique. So yeah.
I love it.
What do you want, baby? Look at this dog. What?
Who's your
What are you
dog barking
barking at?
for?
Maybe Bonesy, because, Bones.
Makes
Is that
sense.
what you want? Do you want that? Maybe that's what she wants. That's what you want, baby?
Aw.
Yep, that's it. Good dog. All right. So yeah, I wanted to call in for the Asmaniacs, dude. That was awesome. Really
What are
good
your
stuff.
thoughts on Gary pulling out the natty to make an endorsement?
Didn't hurt. I could say that.
You said if he pulled out the natty, he'd get your vote, but now it sounds like Bonesy has your vote after all.
Well, the show's not over yet.
It's true.
I don't know. But that is true. So we'll see.
All right, Mike, good call. Appreciate you. From Mike to JT, who's up next on our show. What's up, JT?
Yo, how you doing, Jake?
JT, how is Kyle Clifton's living room?
Dude, it's great. He was actually here recently, as you saw earlier. The whiskey's been refilled. You know what I mean? It's going good. But dude, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Like I said, I know we haven't. I know I've said in the past we haven't seen the product on the field, obviously yet. But I'm liking the fact that everybody just keeping everything low key. We're not making any headlines. We're not giving out too much information. I overall just love the way that we're going about this process with the new regime here. Oh
yeah, 100%. I mean, look, they haven't done anything yet, but I mean, there's been a clear effort to do less media, try and fly under the radar. I mentioned that they're the only team that didn't have any press conferences with their free agents, so that's all part of it for sure.
Right, and I also like that they're just taking the swing on the younger guys with upside. Like starting cornerback from Baltimore, Brandon Stevens. Like, I know we don't like that signing, but who knows what Glenn might be able to find in him. I just like all the moves we're making, and I'm just ready for the season. I'm bought back in already.
You're bought back in already. Is that a Fields jersey that you have on as well?
It is. I actually won it. I didn't buy it.
You won it. Well, good job by winning it.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted a giveaway. So, you know, I got Rocket support the boy Justin Fields.
I love it. Hell yeah. I hope
yeah.
I hope he's good, JT. I wish I could buy back in as quickly as you did. This is why we'll never leave, because people like JT are like, all right, I'm sold. I love it. This is Low says, this battle is intense. Oh yeah. We've never had a battle like this with this much on the line. 50-50 once again. I saw 51-50 Gary, and then I saw a 51-50 Bonesy. But now I'm seeing a 50-50. Unreal. Super chat from Henny, who says, not only does Bonesy believe in achievements, but you don't have to do much for him to love you. Just ask JD. But go to the moon, Gary. Not impressed. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard from a couple special guests. We saw video of Mrs. Bonesy. We saw Decker come on the screen and campaign for her father. We've seen the Bonesy family come out and show support. But now I'm being told that a dear friend of Mr. Bonesy has called in and wants to apparently endorse Bonesy over Gary.
Hi, Jake Asman, and all you Asmaniacs out there. I had to call in and remind everyone to make sure you vote for the biggest Jets them and biggest everywhere. The greatest man alive and the love of my life, Mr. Bonesy. Bonesy Pooh, I love you. Go Jets.
Marilyn Monroe has endorsed Mr. Bonesy. Thank you to Rat Diddy for getting a hold of her and setting that in. Amazing. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Let's check in with the Kyle Clifton. Kyle, nice of you to let JT use your home today.
I'll tell you what, if I find out that JT was drinking my Elma T. Lee bourbon, there's going to be hell to pay. When I'm out here on the road doing my stand-up comedy in the 1980s with my brick background. So, yeah, I mean, quite a matchup this afternoon. I've cast my vote for Bonesy, and that takes nothing away from Gary. Tremendous caller. He's a little bit strident, a little bit arrogant for my taste. He's unapologetic about it, so he knows he can't please everyone all the time. But, you know, I think that he might overestimate a little bit what he brings to the show as far as, you know, the butter discussions and the moon landing. I think we've talked about that ad nauseum and might be a minus rather than a plus at this point. As far as, but again, he's a tremendous caller. Usually there's always entertainment in it. Bonesy's just he's a good guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him at the draft party. As far as Fields goes, these are JT is right. These are exactly the type of things that we need to do. Find young players who are about to pop, like Stone Smart, like Fields, and if we get lucky on one or two of them, then maybe we re-sign them. And if we don't, it's 1-year deals anyway. That does, and especially with the cornerback, the versatility, the safety versatility, like it doesn't preclude us if we see someone who shouldn't be there in the third round at cornerback that might be able to plug in, drafting that guy and taking him along slowly. So, I think while there's not a whole lot of pizzazz in Muji Glenn era so far, it's a very carefully considered approach, and there's reason for optimism. And I think there will be activity post draft because we do have money left and we do have holes to fill.
They have a lot of work to do before we even get to camp, but I mean, they need, to your point, if some of these guys they did sign to a 1-year deal could pop, that will show us a lot about Muji and Glenn's ability to find under the radar talent. I mean, Stone Smart seems like maybe a logical guy to look at just because he hasn't been a tight end all that long, right? He's a converted quarterback who's learning the position still, so there's an upside potential there.
Right. I think he might end up being a big slot in a lot of packages. We might carry four tight ends depending on how the draft kind of goes. And then there's guys out there, veterans, that we might be able to add to the roster. I don't know how much Keenan Allen has left. I've been waiting for the wheels to kind of fall off there for a couple of years. But I do like Amari Cooper and Mo Alley Cox, and I think that they could probably come in and provide a stabilizing veteran presence on the offensive side of the ball. I appreciate your time, Jake.
Kyle, appreciate it. Love the take. He's going Bonesy. Who are you voting for? Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line, scoreboard update. 51-49, Bonesy leading Gary. Poll's been open for 22 minutes. It is truly anyone's ball game. The winner will face our King Loski, in the national championship game tomorrow afternoon. Get ready, baby. Joining us on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline right now is the former #1 overall seed in this year's tournament, the Charles Gorman.
Hi, I'm Charles, and I'm going to talk about Spider-Man and movies and sports and video games and maybe hot chicks.
Hey, Jake, how are you?
Howdy, Charles.
Yeah, from what you showed me, I didn't watch the Justin Fields presser, but from what you showed me, he looks like he's really poised for this season, which gets me a bit excited for this upcoming season. As for the match between Gary and Mr. Bonesy, I got Bonesy on this one.
Would you say Mr. Bonesy's a good family man?
The way I see it, yes.
I would agree with you with that. I think we have enough evidence to say that's true.
I know Gary's a good one to me, and I know he's good to his daughter.
I think Gary's a good family man as well, but I think sometimes you're always very quick to say this person's a good family person, and we don't know if that's true.
That's true, yes.
So you voted for Bonesy, huh?
Yes. Because he's been good to me.
And Gary hasn't been?
I'm not saying he's been terrible to me, but he's been mostly good to me, Gary.
Has Bonesy given you a pair of shoes? Of Alden's?
No, but I don't. No, I got plenty of shoes at my house, no.
Interesting. Has Gary given you any boxing lessons?
I took martial arts lessons. I knew how to punch.
So you already know how to punch?
Yes.
Can you give us a tutorial for those who don't know?
Well, I can't hold up the phone. And
hey, lean it up against something, like you have something on your dresser. You put it up against. Nice Batman shirt.
Thank you.
Center yourself a little bit so we can see the full fury. Hell yeah, Charles. Let me check in with my resident expert in all forms of boxing, combat sports, wrestling. Beast, what do you think of Charles's moves there?
Not too bad. I could definitely see him if he can learn how to throw a super kick and a couple of high knee strikes.
Can you show him? Give us a tutorial.
My high knee table. Sir!
Your mic's blocking you there, Beast. The Buffalo
Son
Jet
of a-
fan inspired mic.
Son of a bitch.
There you
Son
go.
of a bitch. Okay. Now, Charles, if you want a good knee strike, you got to work on this. You got to go, Huzzah! 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 Now, if you want to go Tiger Claw, you got to work your fingers in and go right definitely for the heart. Like, Huzzah! Huzzah! That's Tiger Claw. You gotta work. See, you gotta use it like this. See, even the great Bruce Lee will tell you. Remember, always remember, use the Tiger Claw to knock your opponent out. And remember, boards don't hit back. Now, okay, now you got Charles. You might need this again soon. You know, but if you want to get him into a good corner, you gotta shove him and go forward.
All right, so we got one expert there giving you a little breakdown. Let me bring on another guy who's an expert in this. He has actually a purple belt to his name. Mike, what do you got for us on this?
That was excellent, Charles. Good job, buddy.
Thank you, Thank you, Mike. How are you, buddy? You coming?
I'm where?
To the draft party?
The only reason why I'm coming to the draft party is because of you. Yeah.
I'm coming. I told Jake that I'm coming.
Yeah, because of you. That's why I'm coming. I had to move around some stuff at work. But
no problem,
yeah.
man.
I promised Rich in the chat I would say I'm Batman. So are you ready?
Hold on.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Damn it, you couldn't say it like Kevin Conroy. You had to say it like freaking Christian Bale.
I need you both to have an I'm Batman off. I'll leave.
You want to do it on three?
One, two,
three. I'm Batman. Smells the best, man. Don't ever change, buddy. Don't ever change.
Thank
You're
you,
the man.
And thank you again for your help.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. I'm not saying that Loski takes steroids. I need some of it. Hey, child! Who is that lovely lady? Sing it this way, child!
What a Batman off, huh? That was something. Nice job, PBM. Good job, Charles. Let's see. June, the GM, writes in. Bonesy told me I haven't called in long enough to have an opinion. The broken mind state of the old regime refusing to embrace change and show growth. Wow, is June going Gary? That's a surprise. Bonesy with a $50 super chat. Wow, let it rip.
I think the second one. Excuse me.
Thank you very much, Bo. We'll get you down in the raffle for 10 with this. I have tremendous respect for the entertainment value of both these Asmaniac goats bring to the show. Salient points and some outlandish points as well. Best wishes to the both of them. This show needs Bonesy and Gary alike, but there can only be one. Notice Bo didn't say who he's voting for, though. Interesting. Who's Bo C voting for? That's the question. Gator with a super chat. I propose a challenge. We need the wives to have a rumble and convince us of who is the happier wife, Mrs. Bonesy or Mrs. Gary. Make it happen. Hey, Gary, you even there? I hear the show in the background. I'll check back in when Gary gets back to his office. Home of the crooked photos. Curly Norman, who joined the Patreon today and is in the Discord. We have Bonesy and Gary, two all-time greats. Curly, about time you joined the Patreon. And by the way, since you joined for the year, I'm adding you to the raffle for 10. That's what you get when you join the year. Making a note of it right now. All right. If you want in on the conversation, you know what to do. Click the link in the live chat. We'll put you on the screen. We got quite the treat on the line now. Joining us right now to give his official endorsement is...
He thinks that Gary needs more shots upside his head. This cowboy hates when you don't believe in achievement. Well, they call him One Punch Brigger. The moon landing was free. They call him One Punch Brigger. His claim is not too dirty. Call him One Punch Brigger. He did Jones's fight his ass. One Punch Brigger. Don't you know they need one? Yeah.
Yes, good afternoon, Jake. How are you?
Dave, always great to have you.
It's always good to be in the chat and be on the call. So I've called, you've seen I'm endorsing Bonesy because I really believe he's a longtime Jet fan. He's been on your channel since the inception. And, it's really, he has a lot of wild takes, but none could be wilder than Gary's, of course. So with that said, I want everybody to come out and vote for Bonesy, a real man of achievement who believes in things and not indoctrinational things. So, and I just want to give my support to him. Get all the guys out there to vote for him. He deserves your votes, everyone. Really a great guy. You see, his wife actually got that vacuum cleaner without getting it for Valentine's Day present. So that's great to see his wife vacuuming today. So that said, bringing out women, children, nannies, whatever, will not work against Mr. Loski. Let's just get that straight. That is not going to work. So, Bonesy, all the best fortunes to you the rest of the way. Guys, get out there and vote, and we'll see what happens. It might be going to overtime like These Nuts and myself. You never know.
You never know.
That was a great battle with These Nuts. Great battle. At least so far, we're the only ones with the OT. So let's see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, man. Men and women.
Dave Brigger.
He thinks that Charles and Bobby need to get a job. This cowboy hates to see Asmaniacs complain. What they call him One Punch Brigger. You need to get a job. What they call him One Punch Brigger. The beast is on his ass. Call him One Punch Brigger. Has anyone seen Bean Mac? Call him One Punch Brigger. He'll only need one.
This show out of context, trying to explain to people, is impossible. You had Dave Brigger just say, and I'm quoting here, it was a real battle with These Nuts. Now, we all know what he means if you watch the show, but someone who has no idea what this show is, what an Asmaniac is, what is going on here, would be like, what is this guy talking about? And that is the greatness of this community. We all speak the same language. Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the Gusbuster hotline right now is the only Asmaniac to ever advance to the national championship game. He won earlier against Neil. Ladies and gentlemen, the king is on the line. King Loski.
Jake, my brother. Jake, my brother. It's always good to see you, my brother. Shout out to the Asmaniacs. Everybody in the chat, baby. I appreciate you. You're getting your boy King to the championship, baby. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say a few words about this matchup here, man, because this matchup here is epic. It's an all-time classic, okay? But let me just say this, man. That damn Bonesy, when I first got on this channel, always been real, always been authentic with what he had to say, man. And I respect a man that calls in from the job like I do, okay? And because you love the Jets just that damn much, okay? So I love Bonesy, man. Gary, you know I could never vote for you. talking about Derek Jeter overrated son with 5 rings. You done lost your mind, Gary. Okay, get that dementia checked out, son. Because at the end of the day, baby, Derek Jeter ain't never been overrated. All right, but hey, man, y'all vote for Bones, man. Bones, you got my vote, baby. I can't wait to see you win the championship if you get that, baby. If it's Gary, I can't wait to see you neither, son, because you already know I got some chicken and pasta for your ass. JTF, just your shit.
Amazing. I don't know who's beating Bonesy or who's beating Loski. I mean, Bonesy or Gary, they obviously have a chance. But I mean, King Loski's dominated everybody, man. I thought Neil was going to be like what we have here, tight, 50-50. Like right now, it's 52-48 Bonesy. Gary had the lead early. Bonesy's had it the last couple minutes. King's been unbelievable, man. He's like the UConn women's basketball team of this tournament, or UConn's men's team last year, their dominance, or Bob Knight's Indiana Hoosiers. JT has gifted a membership. He's in the raffle for one. Love it. Hit the like button if you haven't. More of your calls right now. We go international for this next one. We say hello to the Australian Jets fan. Hello, Australian Jets fan.
Hey, Jake. How you doing?
Who you got, AJF? Who you got?
I voted for Mr. Bonesy.
How come?
That's who I. Well, I just tend to agree with him more. Yesterday, look, nothing against Gary. I don't hold any of this personally. Just tended to say some things I didn't agree with. And then I was on for a second when we were talking about it, but then PBM was there as well. So he was talking to him and I didn't want to interrupt. And then he said I couldn't support my argument or whatever, but I just didn't really get the chance, but that's okay. I was just thinking of that one Family Guy clip, though, when he was talking about how women can't lead like men. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like the one where he said that men have always run America and there have never been any problems, and don't say the economy or Iraq or income inequality or racism or Brett Kavanaugh or inequality or pollution or Vietnam or slavery or Watergate or capitalism or homelessness or police brutality or homophobia or Monica Lewinsky or school shootings or the Native American genocide or Fox News or Tim Allen or climate change. So I think that, there's an argument to be made that anyone can be a leader. I don't think that gender is a barrier that defies that. But more importantly, I wanted to know what Charles Gorman's thoughts are on the Minecraft movie and if he's seen it yet.
Charles, if you're out there, answer AJF's question. That was an interesting one. More calls right now, shall we? Indy Jets is next. Hello, Indy.
I don't even know how to top that one. I just got to say, Jake, if you go back to the beginning of this Asmaniac, when there was, before you actually picked the 64 to compete against this, we all had an idea of what it was going to be. And what it's turned out to be is completely different. I've got 2 YouTube accounts, and I had to give Bonesy one, and I had to give Gary one. I'm not going to decide on who's going to. You have made this so unfair to the point to where we can't even make decisions.
Look, Indy, someone's got to win. Yeah, someone's got to win.
But I just want to, congratulations on taking this idea. You and Gator and everybody that was involved into this thrilling non-jet show, and keeping us entertained to the point where we're almost become not as maniacs, but we become addicts. We become almost addicted to who's going to win and I can't wait for King and whoever wins today. It's just going to be an epic showdown, and congratulations to all you guys that put this together, and thank you. It's just been phenomenal.
I appreciate it, Indy. Thanks for the kind words, man. Look forward to meeting you in person at the party. I'm so glad you're coming. Yeah, I mean, all the credit
to the committee who helped put it together, right? Like this, I have too much going on to like even keep track and do all this. So thank you to Boom and Tom Ace and Rich. They really spearheaded it months leading up to it. And then we brought Gator on, Sham, Nick Shine. And then, I mean, we had that committee meeting. It was like 3 hours long. And then we were still making changes to the bracket the week leading up to it. So they crushed it. Especially Boomtown. I want to acknowledge Boom. I mean, he does this year round, coming up with the monthly rankings. And we're going to have something special for you guys on the first show tomorrow because we're going to preview the championship matchup. We're going to have the top 10 moments plus honorable mentions of Asmaniac Madness. The committee's been putting together the list all week. So, I mean, this show, like, it's a Jet show, right? I come on, I have a guest, I talk about the Jets with the guest, or it's me monologuing on whatever the topic is that day. But anyone can do that. It wouldn't work if it was just me giving an opinion for 15 to 20 minutes or a guest on for 30 minutes. When we have guests on, it's interactive where people can ask the guest questions. You know, we try to do fun things like the raffle, and we do live events and tailgates and why. One, two. Am I back? I think I'm back now. I don't know what just happened there. The stream broke for a moment. I think the internet cut out here, but I think I'm back now. Yeah, but anyway, it was a pretty good speech I was giving too. It's all about the community. I mean, that's really it. Like, anyone, we all have our crazy opinions on the Jets. They've been terrible. It's not like we've had a lot to talk about. So, thank you again to everyone who watches the show every day, including like the people who watch every day, like in July when we got nothing going on. Like that's crazy. Daniel writes in, winner of the tournament should get a first round bye next year. Not a bad idea, but let's be real. The winner of the tournament, I think it's gonna be very tough to imagine a Bonesy, Gary, or Loski ever losing in round one. But hey, eventually a 16 is gonna beat a 1. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Hopefully, I'm back from the hole and you guys can now hear me. When did I get cut out here? I was in the middle of what I thought was a pretty good speech, but I don't know how much you guys heard of it. Am I back right now? You can't hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. See, people are watching on delay, and they think they're caught up to the show. You're not. All right? I'm being told that people can hear me. Pork in the morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dude.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
How you doing, Jake?
I'm good, Pork. How are you? Are you at a
That's
bar?
Oh, yeah, it's my 48th birthday. I'm not drinking. I had one of these.
Today's your birthday? Happy birthday, Pork.
Yeah, I got a THC drink here, so non-alcoholic.
Hey, Bobby Midnight, where are you at? Come sing for Pork in the morning.
Yeah, I'd like to see hear some happy birthday tunes.
I love it. Who'd you vote for, Pork? It's a little loud, so I'm going to make this a quick call, but I want your take on Gary and Bonesy here.
Oh, it was Bonesy. It was the Bones Jones, Dr. Bonesy. That's who I'm going with.
I love it. Pork of the morning, checking in. More calls right now. Michael Collins is on the line. Hello, Michael Collins.
Happy birthday to Pork. Happy birthday to Pork. How you doing, Jake?
Yeti, I can't believe you're going by your real name. What is this?
No, I'm not. Michael Collins is he's the third astronaut that went to the moon. He's the one that didn't actually touch.
That went over my head.
He put his feet on the moon. He flew the ship.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'm the pilot. You can see that in there. But yeah, I'm calling it real quick, man. 2 of my favorite guys made it. You know, we got Bonesy, we got Gary there. Love Loski too. Like, great victory today for Loski. Really cool. What a good group of guys to have at the end there. Really proud I was even a part of this thing, man. I'm going Bonesy though. Bonesy was the one guy that was here back when I started, back when we had just like me, Rich, maybe Boomtown, Hennessy Heisman, Dark Soldier, or Soldier, BYU fan, Jets Forever, all the old classics. And so we've been giving people shit since BYU fans. So that's why I'm going with Bonesy. But I love Gary too. He's a brother of mine. I talk to him all the time on Bobby's show. We'll sit there and chat for half an hour sometimes, piss other people off. But I'm going Bonesy, but I love both the guys. Whoever wins, I don't know. Good luck against Loski. Later, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, astronaut Michael Collins with us there. Now, I am seeing someone sitting in Gary's chair, but it's not Gary. Hello? Are we going to meet Gary's other son? His other child? Hello? Well, they don't have headphones on, so he can't hear us. Gary also said he doesn't talk. So we're just observing right now, folks. Beast, what is it you see as we observe together?
Man, that's a small little guy there. Hey, hello over there. Hello.
He doesn't have headphones on, so you won't be able to hear him.
Well, you know what we're doing right now? We're already 3/4 way almost done. Now we're ready for the action.
Are you making sandwiches for us, Beast? If that's what's happening?
Right. That's right. As a matter of fact, take a look at that bad boy right there.
What are we looking at here? It's a little dark in your attic.
Hold on, let me crank the lighting here to power it. Here we are. There we go. We got 2 things of pastrami. We got 3 things of mortadella. We got 5 things of salami. Now we're really gonna fire it up with some good old-fashioned gabagool. Now we go with some good old-fashioned gabagool. Where you at, you little pug? Come here. I got something for you. How about we get open some of the freshest, some of the meanest, the greatest of all time. Come here, you punk. Get your ass over here. Now, we're going to kick it up a little bit with a little gabagool. Watch closely. There you go. 1.
Hey, Beast, move the mic out of your way so we can get the full gabagool experience.
All right, here we go here. And there she is right there. Look at that baby. Now, for the final. Here. You got to go with cheese. If you want good cheese, you can do it many different ways. You can go provolone, you can go mozzarella, you can go American, you can go Swiss, you can go Munster, you can go Colby Jack. But hey, on this sub, let me say this. If you want a man sub and you want something really sexy, here she goes. Oh, baby. Look at this. A 4-foot bad boy. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Beast, we need to see you slurp that thing down whole.
Whoa. Now, we got to take our time on these because you got to remember, making something like this puts Subway to shame. Now that, my friends.
Give me a score, Beast. Give me a score. 1 bite.
Now this sub says it all. 12.2 with a KO knockout that will knock Gary right on his ass. Now, if you want good meats, go get yourself the best ones. Get some mortadella, get some provolone, go get some goodies. If you want good, you come to me, and I'll direct you. And if you want any help on a sandwich, you come to a master. Now, remember, if you want a good sandwich, come to the king. I'll take good care of you. And if you want goods, watch the best and be with the best. Now, let's enjoy this sandwich down. Now that's the look.
Right now, we're getting some gabagool. If you really want some gabagool, you gotta come get the gabagool. Catch you later.
Now that's a tremendous sandwich right there. Nate says, Jake, $50 if he sprays that Lysol can on the sandwich and eats it. Beast, are you going to spray Lysol on your sandwich?
Oh, hell no! That stupid ass who said Lysol, put his ass in the hole. Bye-bye, loser. Next time you say that to me, I'm going to punch your lights out.
All right. Take those comments under advisement. So Beast wants Nate in the hole. You know, Beast makes some pretty good points. Nate, we'll see you later.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
All right, time's up. Nate, you're back from the hole. That's a warning, though. You make jokes about Beast putting Lysol on his sub. Never mess with a man's sub. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls. Jersey Jet is on the line. He's next. Hello, Jersey Jet.
Hey, what's going on, Jake? Oh, can I do a little sound check real quick? I'm trying to put something together. I'm not sure how it's going to sound over air, all right?
I hear you. There's an echo, though.
Can you hear this? Is it too loud?
It's loud. We can hear it.
It's too loud?
I can't play any beat, though, Jersey Jet. I can't risk the channel with copyright stuff if it's a real beat like that. So I can't do anything live like that. But I do like the background. Is that you and Emerson Bruiser, I believe, right? See number 32. Nate, let him rock. Nate, go back to the hole. I can't let him rock because I like my channel, and I'm not going to have copyright music being blasted. Just like JJ tried to use a Kendrick Lamar beat the other day in his diss track. Now, Jet Shani says, that's my beat. Then we should be okay, but I don't want to risk it. I want to test it out first. Blame YouTube. Don't blame me. This channel is not a hobby. It's my full-time job, so I got to be protective over it. Rob, the Jet fan, is up next. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Jake. Actually, Kyle charged me to use his place.
I was going to say, you and JT are both hanging out in the same location, the Clifton Lair.
It wasn't free, but I like his place. It's beautiful. I have to go with it. But I'm just calling. Congratulations to Loski, but my heart felt it for my Goomba, Neil. You know, I wanted Neil to go all the way. Neil is the man. He's got good takes, a lot of takes, but he's a good guy. I think Bonesy is going to actually beat Gary. It's going to be close, but I think Bonesy's going to beat him. But I'll be honest with you, Jake. Loski is like a buzzsaw, the way he's going through everyone. I don't think Loski's going to lose. I really don't, the way he's going. It's going to be really hard to beat him.
He's dominating. Right now, Bonesy's up 51-49. So that this could be the tightest matchup we get left in the whole tournament. Who knows?
Yeah. I think neither guy who comes out of this, either guy that comes out of this is going to have a really tough time against Loski. Loski's just going through people. I mean, it's really hard to beat a person like that.
Any man can be beat on any day, though, Rob. Keep that in mind.
True. You know what I watched the other day, Jake? Probably a movie that you like a lot. Do you remember Draft Day with Kevin Costner?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun
pretty
movie
good.
that's not realistic at all, but it's fine.
No, but it was pretty good. A little Jet talk here, Jake. I pray to God that those rumors or people just talking in general about trading Brees is not true. Because I tell you, Jake, if we lose Brees too, and we're going to this RPOs and basically ground and pound, if we don't have a guy like Brees in there who can be explosive, especially if he has a good offensive line, we're not going to have much of an offense because they're going to stack the box with 8, and it's going to be very, very difficult. So why would you get rid of one of your tools there, one of your gifts there? I mean, this guy, without a doubt, other than Garrett Wilson, is probably your second best offensive player. Correct?
I agree. Yeah, and you're selling low on him. It's not, and it's like it's a great running back class, and Brace is in a contract year, so you're not getting a lot for him coming off a down season. It doesn't make sense to trade him. Like, let him ball out for you. Like we just saw how impactful Saquon was for Philadelphia. We saw what Derrick Henry did for the Ravens. Like, put Brees in the right spot, being properly utilized, and he could be a major weapon. This guy was going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award if he didn't blow out his knee. And last year, 2023, I'm referring to, coming off the ACL injury, at times he was playing like the best back in football. He was second in yards from scrimmage, behind just Christian McCaffrey. Like, he still has that ability to be an awesome player. I'm not giving up on him just yet. Not when they're trying to run the ball this year.
I agree. I think he can get back to that place again. And if he does, he's also a threat in the backfield and going out for passes too. And then if we add a good tight end like Warren, I mean, now at least you have an semblance of some sort of an offense here. It's not going to be just so predictable that they're just going to run it every play and just formations and different formations. I mean, so much of that you can do, and then they're going to figure it out, Jake, and we're going to be pretty one-dimensional. So you can't get rid of a guy like Brees, especially when he has the talent to go out for passes too, because he's kind of like a wide receiver. The limited time that we used him last year, how good did he look, Jake, when we sent him out for passes and stuff? I mean, he looked real good.
Yeah.
Brees.
I mean, they didn't use him enough in that regard. That was a big issue I had with the offense last year. I can think of one play where Brees was like the design pass receiver, the Titans touchdown in week 2. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. Why wouldn't you keep going to that? Now, I would hope that this regime is smart enough to know that and say, hey, we got something here. Brees looks terrific going out for passes. Let's, continue this. So I don't see them getting any type of value if they traded for him. Like you said, what are you going to get? A third at best, if you get that, because, he could still, his contract and what's going on right now, it's not appealing. So you're not going to get anything big, worth it. So they got to hold on to Brees. Please do not get rid of him, please.
Agreed. Are you coming to the draft party, Rob?
I can't. I have a family commitment that day. I'm like really pissed. Yeah, I'm really pissed off, and I really can't get out of it. Or else I would definitely come. There's so many people that I want to talk to there. I can't believe, especially Fireman Ed. I wanted to take a picture with him. So I'm really upset that I can't go.
Don't worry. There'll be other meetups this summer we're working on. So
I'll be there. I'll be there. I come to all of them, Jake.
Love it. Rob, you're the man. Have a good day. All right.
Let me know of the other ones, and I'll definitely make it to a few of them. I promise.
You got it. Rob the Jet fan, live from the Clifton residence. Love it. Australian Jet fan, you falling asleep there, bud?
No.
All right. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you. Papa Jet's next. What's up, Papa Jet?
Hey, Jake. Yeah.
What's up, Papa Jet?
That was quick. Hey, what's the prizes again on this for the people that win?
Are you talking about the pool?
The players, don't they win something too?
The best of the best trophy.
Oh, okay. So it's just one winner then, right? Winner takes all.
Winner gets the trophy, and then we're working on an Asmaniac Madness champions shirt to give to the winner too, and we'll give the people that made the Final Four something as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one was I did do the coin flip, and Gary won it. So.
Wow, you voted for Gary on a coin flip.
I did.
So if he wins by one vote, it was truly just left the chance.
He called it too.
He called heads or tails?
He goes, tails never fails. That's what he said. And I feel bad because after my little story hypothetical thing there, I had Bonesy, but he brought his daughter on there and it melted my heart. And so, yeah, whatever. But the winner of this one, I'll be voting to win. I will say that. But Jake, I want to show you something real quick. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, wow. Old school.
Yeah. You know what this is from?
The 1968 Jet season?
Close. It's probably mid-70s. But back in the day, my day, like in the department stores, they used to have, they didn't have all the teams. It's probably what state you were in, but you could buy like kids' uniforms, like your favorite team, and they had the pants, they had the jersey, and I think you had shoulder pads and you had the helmet. And, you know, as little 8, 9-year-olds, we dress up in these things and play football, or I would dress up in backyard. I'd kick the football over the swing set, pretending I was a field goal kicker. But anyways, I thought it was it's a talking piece, I guess. It's like 50-something years old, so I think it's worth at least to put in the Jets man cave. You know, it's a talking piece, I guess. But
I love it. Well, where to the next event I see you at? All right, Papa Jet.
Jake, I don't know if my fat head will fit in here. Oh, hell no.
Well,
nope.
I appreciate the effort, Papa Jet. Well done.
Okay, we'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Papa Jet checking in. Good call from him. Thank you, Papa. Beast, how's the sandwich going? Good? You choking on it? Don't pass out, bud. Beast?
How you doing, boys? Ladies and gentlemen of the grand jury, I hope you're all enjoying that sub, because let me just say this. To anyone who wants subs, you got to go get good old Gabagoo. You want good qualities, go to the store. It's not hard to take $50 out and go get some Gabagoo, mortadella, provolone, some salami. Go get it. It's not difficult. Get yourself some pastrami. It ain't difficult. Hey, come on. If you want good bread, you can get Italian bread, French bread, or you can get some good Parasanian bread. Now, this is good Parasanian
Beast,
bread.
how come you're eating in the dark? You don't want to put a light on?
I got a light. It's snowing over here today, but I'm enjoying this, because let me just say this: when it takes a big man to make a real man sub. And let me just say this to all you all talk no actioners: if you don't know how to make a sandwich, you're not up to par like I am. That's why you're a bunch of rookies. You're not fit and you're not NFL quality. So if you want NFL quality, come get you some of this. The Beastamania 2000 sandwich, loaded with the best quality up to date mayo, mustard, everything you see from top to bottom, shredded lettuce. And I want, and let me say this, I want the best fresh lettuce off the market. None of that cheapy, cheesy shit. We want fresh. And you see all these meats? Everything comes fresh from the store. That's why it's called good quality. You want top quality, you go with top quality. And 10 is the top quality. 5 is okay. 6 is somewhat decent. But 10 will top it out. And this, my friends, will top it out.
JJ says, learn how to make a salad.
Hey, JJ. Hey, punk. I heard you be talking smoke. But until you can get up to par, you're below subpar.
That's right. That's right, JJ. You're subpar. Yeah.
You're a rookie.
Amen.
Go back to school, rookie. And,
hey, Beast, enjoy the rest of that sandwich, all right? Don't let JJ get you down. Enjoy it.
Don't worry. Hey, as they all say, hey, bada boom, bada bing. As they all say, how you doing?
Amen. Great call from Beast there. Salient points were made. Big fella writes in, find someone to love as much as Beast loves that sandwich. Oh, yeah. He's making love to that thing. Beast, I have a request from a lovely lady. Sarah wants you to hold the sandwich up to her head for comparison.
Now, Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah, sorry about that. Now, Miss Sarah, if you want something like this will definitely change your mind. It has all the meat in it. Look at that. Good old-fashioned pastrami, good old-fashioned mortadella, hard salami, and the granddaddy of all granddaddy, the Gabagoo. And on top of here, you can do any cheese you want. You can do American, you can do Colby Jack, mozzarella, provolone, Munster cheese, Colby Jack. It don't matter. But if you want to make it look sexy, you got to make it look real, real sexy.
Right now, we're getting some gabagool. If you really want some gabagool, you got to come get the gabagool. Catch you later.
Tabs Any Button wants to know what's the cost to see the Beast Hole video. I mean, to see it, we don't just play that unless we're using it, all right? That's like asking the President of the United States, hey, I want to test out the nuclear code button. Now, we're only hitting that button if we need it. I mean, that's a big-time sub right there. Jay says, play the Morgan video for Alan. If you think I'm going to take requests from Alan, and Jay, if you think I'm going to take a request from you asking I play something for Alan, this must be your first day watching this show. JJ is on the line. JJ, how are you?
I was doing good until that big Pillsbury Doughboy came on the screen with his sandwich. But I digress. Hey, listen, man. Vote Gary. It's not too late. I know a lot of you make bad decisions and you guys voted for Bonesy. Bonesy is a great caller. He's an OG, but I mean, he's no comparison to Gary. All right. The fact that it's even this close right now, that he has the upper hand. I don't know what you guys are doing, man. Gary has given us great content after great content. All Bonesy has given us is Joe Douglas love. So vote Gary. That's all I got to say.
That's it? Now, what are you going to do if it's Gary versus King Loski?
I'm voting for Gary. What do you mean? It's not. Gary's the best caller on the show. I've been trying to. You don't remember this, but I reminded you. The first time Gary ever called into the show, I was like, "This guy's amazing." I mean, he's just a great caller. I don't know how else to describe it. He gives us great takes, whether we agree on them or not. He gives us talking points. He gives us everything we need, man. Vote Gary. Yeah.
I don't know if your endorsement's going to help Gary. It might actually have the opposite effect.
I think there's a lot of people out there who have brains, and if they use them, their brain will tell them to vote for Gary. Who would you vote for, Mr. Bonesy?
I don't have a vote. It doesn't let me vote in my own poll.
All right, but if you could pick, who would you pick?
I don't know. I in my personal bracket, I didn't have either of these guys in the Final Four. So,
all right. Well, let me ask you this, Jake. If you had to talk to somebody for 10 minutes, who would you rather talk to, Gary or Mr. Bonesy?
Mr. Bonesy. I've done it before.
That's BS, because you don't want to talk about Joe Douglas for 10 minutes. You want to talk about moon landings. You want to talk about chicken and pasta, conspiracy theories. That's what you want to talk about. You don't
see. Here's the thing, JJ. I do that every day with Gary. Bonesy, I have had real conversations with that have nothing to do with the show or the Jets.
Yeah, and you can have real conversations. Most of the conversations that you have with Gary have nothing to do with the Jets. Chicken and pasta and eating butter and the moon landing have nothing to do with the Jets. I'm just saying, when you get on the phone with Gary, it's must-see TV. When you get on the phone with Mr. Bonesy, it's like, all right, Joe Douglas again. Joe Douglas is so great. He gave us Brees. He gave us, I'm Mr. Bonesy. Bonesy, don't call in and yell at me because I don't want to hear it today. All right, I'm just want my guy to win. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. I just want my guy to win. Oh, here we go.
Listen, I'm here cooking, just listening to you bury Gary. so keep going, brother. Keep hyping him up. It's all good.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever you call in and you're not in like your work clothes, you look like an Italian gangster, like about to go do a hit or something.
Listen, I confirm, or I won't confirm or deny if I have any mafia ties in the family. All right.
Matthew Smith is my brother. Hi, Matthew. Good to see you. But yeah, no, Mr. Bonesy, it's nothing personal, man. I just want my guy Gary to win. That's all it is, man.
Look, man. Again, you giving Gary a full endorsement probably only helps my chances of winning. So you, Alan, and the rest of the asses of the show, even though you know I'm playing around, but you guys go all keep endorsing Gary, man. Listen, how long have you been watching this show?
So forever, since the the
I
beginning.
mean, like it or not, you've been with us since the beginning too, man. You've been coming to draft parties, so you know what's good. You're just voting for Gary because
He's the
you see
GOAT.
what's on the bottom of the you see what's on the bottom of the screen. Gators #1 fan. That's me right here, and you just got a problem with that. So
Listen, I could care less about your Gator support. I have no issue with Gator anymore. I think the beef with me and Gator and Jets Johnny is over. I just want my guy Gary to win, and the fact that he's made it to the Final Four is just a testament of his character. I mean, this guy has given us moment after moment after moment, and honestly, it doesn't really matter who goes up against King Loski. It's going to be a cakewalk. King Loski's probably going to win the whole thing, but I would want it to be Gary.
Well, again, it's all good, man. You don't bring up anything that I've given to the show, and I don't have to remind anybody what I've given to the show. So
You've given the show
these are all
great
my-
moments. You know what I will say though? I think you probably are the like OG first regular caller. Like I could be wrong on that, but it feels like when I first started watching the show, you were the one person that like you knew that was gonna call in. Mr. Bonesy's calling in from the shoe store. He has something to say. You are like they call a lot of people OGs. Neil, and now you're the official OG, in my opinion. Before V-Man, before anybody, I always remembered you calling in. So I will give you your flowers. You are a great caller, but I mean Gary World.
Appreciate that. But I don't want to hear that. Keep talking about Gary, please. All right.
Vote Mr. Bonesy. I vote Decker and Gary.
Hi, Jake Asman, and all you Asmaniacs out there. I had to call in and remind everyone to make sure you vote for the biggest Jets theme and biggest everywhere. The greatest man alive and the love of my life, Mr. Bonesy. Bonesy Pooh, I love you. Go Jets.
Gary, thank you for the vacuum cleaner. Gary, I love it. Do you think we could go out for Valentine's Day after I'm done vacuuming? Babe, I'm on the Hobby Midnight show. Come on. There's stuff in the fridge. You can just make me something. Make me make me some meat and then we're good. Okay. Who should I vote for tomorrow in the election? Come on, babe. The list is on the table. Just hurry up. I can't hear Bobby.
We have played all the clips. Vote, vote, vote. It is as tight as it's ever been. 52-48, Bonesy leading Gary. People have come out and voted in droves this show. Over 600 votes. People have come in just to vote. They're not even watching live anymore. They'll watch the rest later. Hit the like button. How is it there's 600 votes and only 230 likes? Ladies and gentlemen, Taps Any Button is doing everything possible to try and get me to play the Beast Hole video. 5 memberships. It's not going to do it, though. But it will get you in the raffle for 5.
I need some of your mama's chicken soup.
And maybe if you come to the draft party, you'll get the chicken soup recipe if Gorman brings it. Here are the 5 people who got channel memberships courtesy of Taps Any Button. Game Master, Sauce, TLC Gaming, Alan is a D Nozzle, Anthony Kennedy, and Caden P8. Congratulations to our new channel members. Gift away to get in. We'll shout you out. Party with Peg and Artie. Glad the trophy's named after Mr. Best. May he R.I.P. R.I.P. to Keith Best. We try to pay homage to Keith here by calling our channel emojis Edgemos, like Keith would. If you guys have noticed, top right in the graphic here with all the callers up top by my show logo, you'll see the best Edgemo that we have for Keith that will still flash on the show. Now, of the 3 people left, I believe only Bonesy's coming to the draft party. So I'll present Bonesy the best of the best trophy in person if he wins. If not, I'll be mailing the trophy to either Texas or Atlanta to Gary and Loski. Beast, how's the sandwich?
That sandwich was perfectly a TKO. You know what I'm thinking about doing next? Hey, Gary, I want you in that pizza match with another one of a three-way, and we're going to have a three-way dance. But it ain't going to be right now. The time will come when the time is right. Because we got Memorial Day coming up. We got 4th of July coming up. We're going to do it first week of August.
Hey, Beast, you hear that?
Yeah, it's all the way far in the background there.
That's David
Excuse
T
me,
music.
I got my Iron UG. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Hey, Beast buddy.
David, how are you?
Oh, okay. You don't have Beast on.
Do you want Beast?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you want Beast to be a part of the call with you, David?
I wouldn't mind.
I'll
Beast?
talk to
There you
Mr.
go.
David T. I like your theme song, especially near the end, especially when you go, except when my vision is dog shit. I love it. Hey, that's classic. And I'll tell you something there. You know, you look like Santa Claus, you know from that beard. You got the Santa Claus touch, my friend. Yo, ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Beast. Yeah, hey, Beast. First. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying we gotta get you a Santa suit for this year.
Hey, Beast. First of all, I'm so glad you got your internet straightened out. Your calls are a delight. Second of all, I want to give you a shout out with the sandwich. You didn't let me down, and you bring back my childhood. And you know, I'm half Italian, and the gabagoo. That's one of the greatest meats in the world.
Well, you know how many years I've been having this gabagool for close to 8 years. The first time I had it was Jersey. New Jersey surprised me with the gabagool. But then as time went on, I tried mortadella. I've also tried many other different things. But you know what? I still say to this day, gabagool is the greatest thing in the whole world.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, Beast.
Oh, Mr. PBM. Hey, buenos tardes, amigo. ¿Cómo estás?
I'm making cinnamon French toast for breakfast. So here we go.
Whoa.
I mean, for dinner. Breakfast for dinner.
What are you doing? What bread are you using there?
I got to the Jewish deli. I got the challah bread.
Oh, okay. That does look very.
It's challah bike, but I see your point. Continue.
Oh, sorry.
Very different. Very spontaneous. Very different. I'm telling. What eggs are you using? Are you using the cage-free eggs, or what are you using?
I use they're expensive as shit, man. They're
cage-free
organic eggs. Nature's best.
I figured that out.
Yeah, they're like $1 a piece. They're good though.
Son of a gun! Holy cow! That does look good. You know what I would highly recommend after you cook the French. You know what I would highly recommend if you once you're done with the French toast, put a little powdered sugar on it, and if you have that Smucker's blueberry syrup, put that on, but not all of it. Just go lightly, like at least swirl it on slowly.
Yeah.
All
right, baby. Look at that. Yeah.
All right. Flip them over. Flip. You have to flip.
Not yet. These are thick.
You have to flip
These
them
are
every
an
3
inch and a
minutes.
half. I gotta wait. They're thick.
Whoa! Wait! How much were those?
How much for what? The bread?
Eggs. How much were those?
I gotta crack eggs. That's why I got it there. The eggs are like $1, like $12.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
$12 for a thing of eggs?
Yeah, man. They're expensive. They're good. But I think it's $10 now. I think it went down a little bit.
That's
Yeah, man.
insane. $10 for a damn thing of eggs? I'd shoot my
Chicken doesn't go with pasta. Don't you know it's disgusting? Chicken can't go with pasta. Why? Because of the texture. Instead, go get yourself pizza at the closest Shell gas station. Cause chicken don't go with pasta. I just discovered dogs are pets.
Hello,
Oh.
I saw you sitting there, Decker, so I figured I'd give you a proper introduction.
Yes, I heard Mr. Bonesy was up, so I came on to get some please more votes.
You came on to try and get some votes because you know if your dad came on by himself, he probably wouldn't get very many votes.
Yes. Excuse me, this is my.
You're doing great.
This is mine now.
You got it.
This is mine.
Got it.
Decker, if you were in this tournament by yourself, I think you would probably win the whole thing.
Most likely, yes.
Exactly. I think the committee did the right thing not putting you in because then you would have just won. It would have been unfair for everyone else.
Instant win.
It's true. Look at that. Good strategy, Gary. We can't argue with that. That's a good approach. And what's your Decker, what is your favorite story about your dad?
Oof.
Something he's done for you, or something funny that happened, favorite memory?
He got hit by a car.
He did get hit by a car. We know about that.
He got hit by a car. You should vote for him.
Yeah, I did. See?
He got hit by a car. Vote for him.
Thomas has got your vote. He says, let's get our GOAT Gary the win. LFG.
Yes.
Dave Brigg is calling you desperate, Gary.
Are we, is this staying G-rated? Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? All right.
Gary, tell your dad that he needs to respond to Brigg.
Yeah, play Morgan.
Play Morgan.
Play Morgan?
Yes.
All right, I'll play Morgan again because Gary is chasing what we like to call, Decker, the simple vote.
I vote Decker and Gary.
Oh, yes. Nice. Nice.
You know, Jaden makes a good point, Gary. You're depending on a lady. I thought you're never supposed to do that. The man's supposed to provide.
I provide and protect.
I'm the business lady. I'm the one that gets the votes.
She gets the vote. She's the face of the franchise.
I'm the one in charge of everything. I'm the one that the viewers like. He's just the extra.
Decker, read this one. A vote for Gary is a vote for Decker.
Yes. A vote for him is a vote for me. A vote for him is a vote for me. A vote for me is a vote for that big fat dog.
You might have to get on the bike, Nate's saying.
I don't have a bike.
Peter Castro writes in, Gary, you're staggering in the last round. Suck it up. You need callers.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
I just came on, saw Mr. Bonesy was ahead. So
Oh, Mr. Bonesy's ahead. What's the score?
Jake, what's the score?
52-48. It's close.
52-48.
Oscar says, Gary, go grab the cowboy hat.
Then you have the cowboy hat.
Experience powerful results.
I don't have a cowboy hat, Decker. You know that. Let me see one more thing. Yeah.
You live in Texas and don't have a cowboy.
You know I don't have a cowboy hat. You have cowboy boots. You want to wear your cowboy boots? Let me see. I have one more thing I can do.
Go eat butter.
Hang on. I got one more. I got one more. Hang on.
Vote for us.
Vote for us. A vote for Decker is a vote for me.
Dave Brigger says, Gary, go get your boxing gloves and have Decker give you a few shots.
Yeah, the boxing gloves.
They're. What? Hang on.
Right now, Alden's leading 3D boxing.
It's still 52-48. You go ahead, give me your last pitch, Decker. Tell him if we don't win, you'll cry or something.
Yeah. You heard of him. If you guys don't vote for us, then it'll probably be a minute before I come back on the show.
Wow.
So if you guys want me to stay on the show, then you might want to keep me here.
She is a loyal daughter, folks. Decker with the final pitch for her father.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? You get to pick the ones who make the show walk. Original.
Find it interesting. Gary needs a lovely lady to fight his own battle here. Very interesting. Let's check in with the competition for Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say hello to Mr. Bonesy.
Mr. Bonesy.
I still love that she did that. Let's come say what's up to the family. I just cooked them all dinner. Let's see what we got here. This is a real dad, Gary, right here. We got Lola eating some spaghetti and pasta. She's got chicken. I should have put some chicken in that. Oh, damn!
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't I do that? Then we got Sonny over here. He's eating the same stuff. I gotta show you guys this is Tony. Tony, say what's up to everybody. This is my oldest.
Hi, Tony.
He's not a football guy, but if you cut his arm, it's probably green and white. Look at this chicken that Mr. Bones has made.
Oh, wow.
That was marinating for a couple of days, and it is delicious. But it's been a great competition. I still I got to feed Rex. Thanks for reminding me, Rex. I still think Alan and JJ giving Gary his support is hurting him. So you guys keep on hyping it up. And my man, Gary, what's his name? My man Alan always hating on my IQ. The 3-inch bandit always hating on my IQ. Gotta love Alan, right? Juice, got you. Taking demands from the kids, you know how it is. But appreciate all the love, guys. I see the vote. It's so close. This is awesome. And yeah, I also appreciated a couple Asmaniacs in the chat. We're talking about me being one of the first callers. I don't know if I was the actual first caller, but man, I've been here since day. And everybody knows we were all friends. This is more just friends hanging out. So bring me some leftovers to work tomorrow. I got you, Joe Bonesy. If I get this dub, it's me versus Loski in the finals. Man, I don't know. I got no tricks tomorrow. Loski has been raw dogging this whole tournament. He hasn't had no videos, no help, no nothing. So that's going to be a battle for whichever one of us makes it. I mean, Loski's been doing nothing and just trucking people. So great battle. I can't wait for the draft party. I mean, how many people are reserved so far?
We are gonna hit our quota, baby. The goal is 300.
Man, this is
at least 250. Probably can't get 3 because I have to consider like the stat that I have a meeting with them this week, so I can get a better idea. But we have a lot of people going. It's gonna be sick. I don't think it's gonna be like week 1 at T Squared where we had 400 people, but it's gonna be a great night. I can't wait.
I didn't get a table on purpose because I'm going to be table hopping. I'm not going to be able to sit still, so I'm going to be going to everybody's table and saying what's up. So, but this is awesome, man. I can't wait to chill. And I haven't even talked Jets today. Does anybody want to hear a Jets take? I mean, I was dying when you said the thing about if someone called the show and Brick said it was with these nuts, like if they don't know what's going on, like.
Yeah,
referring to another man at these nuts, I was dying. That was hilarious.
He said something about a great battle with these nuts, and I'm like, oh god.
That's classic right there. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. This has been fun. I gotta pour these kids some juice, so you guys gotta go back in my little cubby here.
Well, here's what I want to do before this show wraps here, because we're approaching 2 hours. What I have right now is the other man you're going up against. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary. Gentlemen, we've hit the home stretch. Your final pitch for the vote.
Bonesy is a hell of a competitor. And there's no issue with Bonesy. He's a great dude. He's a great Jet fan. It's a little delusional, remember? The Joe Douglas take. He'd still have Joe Douglas here if he could. But I've given the show a lot. And I think if you guys really, really consider it, I've given the show more great moments and more memories in my year plus calling than Bonesy has in his 3-4 years. Plus, I introduced y'all to Decker.
Yes, and to add it.
And Morgan.
He has more of the little small videos.
I do have more skits.
He has more of them. He has a lot of them, actually. A lot of them are from his theme tapes, but we can make it up. And yeah.
Love him or hate him, I give you authenticity.
You know, Decker, you are a sweetheart, and we all love you.
Yes.
You've been carrying your dad for a while, and too bad you couldn't have been in the tournament because you would have beat all of us. But
I did say if
we
it was
love
me
you.
by myself, I would beat you within 5 minutes.
Probably. I'm weighing you down.
Yeah.
Next year, maybe you can go on your own.
Yeah, next year. Yeah. And I'll tell you how fast I win next year.
We'll see. I'll vote for you. Just like you won the family tournament bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won the family bracket, so that's the thing.
Where's your sippy cup? Bring it to me.
That's my
Sorry,
game.
guys.
Bringing my cute photos is my game. That's my game. It's your own game.
Copycat.
Yeah, they're begging me. You don't hear them screaming in the background. Daddy, give me my juice. What are you doing talking to your friends? Give me my juice. And this has got juice in it. You're asking me for juice. You pain in
What
my
are you gonna
ass?
do next? Get a fat dog? What are you gonna do next? Get a fat dog to copy us more?
Do you have a dog, Bonesy?
I definitely have a dog. I can't believe you haven't seen it. Rex, come here, bro.
Fat dog, get over here.
Is that named after Rex Ryan, or is that just a coincidence?
Oh, come on. What do you think, bro? He's 15 years old. I got him in the playoffs, literally between Peyton Manning and New England.
If I lose to a guy that named his dog after Rex Ryan, I got no shame in that, man. Like that's all right.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
Fuck after the old Jets head coach.
Get up.
You know what?
That's respect, Bonesy. Oh, look, Bonesy had to drop out. So now there's only one man left to vote for, and one woman, and one. Oh, go ahead, give him one last sales pitch.
Hello.
Remember, if you don't vote for Decker, she might cry.
Yes. All right. So if you don't vote for me, and if I don't win this, I will cry, and you might not see me on the show for a little while. So yeah.
Gary, thank you for the vacuum cleaner. Gary, I love it. Do you think we could go out for Valentine's Day after I'm done vacuuming? Babe, I'm on the Hobby Midnight show. Come on. There's stuff in the fridge. You can just make me something. Make me make me some meat and then we're good. Okay. Who should I vote for tomorrow in the election? Come on, babe. The list is on the table. Just hurry up. I can't hear Bobby.
We've heard from Gary. We've heard from Bonesy. Bonesy's phone cut out in the middle of that, which is the perfect segue to go to that. We've reached the home stretch, people. If you haven't voted, empty the clip. Vote, vote, vote. Winner takes on King Loski in the national championship game. It will be tomorrow in the 4 p.m. hour. I got O'Leary coming on tomorrow morning. We'll preview the matchup. And we'll give you guys the recap of the tournament. Top 10 moments of Asmaniac Madness. Unbelievable. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please enter the raffle if you haven't already. Let's get some raffle entries here. Gift the membership you're in. You can get the membership for one. I think it lets you do what? It does 1, 5, 10, 20, and then the very rare 50. Here are the prizes this week. Got the signed Super Bowl III helmet by Joe Namath. Signed Curtis Martin helmet. Signed Joe Klecko. football, and more prizes to be announced. All right. Home stretch. Here we go. On the line right now. Barbarossa. Are you going with Bonesy? Or are you going with the moon landing denier himself, Gary 3D Boxing?
Come on, I'm going with achievement, and not just achievement, but like someone who believes in America. Like obviously I'm going with Mr. Bonesy. I could never vote for a man who calls it the war of northern aggression, and neither should any red-blooded American. You gotta look yourselves in the mirror if you voted for that man. Even though I love Gary, but it's the end of the line. It stops here. He's got to lose. He's got to get off the train now, Gary. But props to having a woman speak for you. We're moving in the right direction. I love it. Good for you, Gary. Nice job. Maybe you can make them dinner after this, like Mr. Bonesy. But good luck to all the Asmaniacs. Another 2 guys have joined the losers bracket. We have one more. There's going to be one more man in that loser town by tomorrow. So cheers to everybody who lost, and good job, Loski. And I hope Bonesy wins.
Love it. Barbarossa, cheers to you, man. Great call as always. JB with a super chat. Longtime fan since the Jake Asman, Cody Stoots, Brad Kellner wheelhouse days. Hey. First time super chatter here to say vote for Gary. JB, I'll allow it because I'm guessing you're based in Texas if you're voting for Gary. But I appreciate it, man. I got my old ESPN cup here. ESPN Houston cup. Appreciate that, man. I got to see Cody a few weeks ago when I was in Houston visiting and at the Combine. I saw Brad last summer at Circa when he was there with his show. Appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Let's see. Did I miss anything? M123 is saying I'm dragging this out because Gary paid him. I do 2 hours twice a day, and we're at an hour 51. I'm not dragging anything out yet. Also, I got to make sure Beast finishes his sandwich before I end the show. Okay, jerk. Beast, how you doing? Good. Glad you're doing well. Now, here's what's happening. So Beast is on tape delay. He doesn't realize it, but he'll eventually realize the tape delay. And then he'll just snap into character immediately. But it's not a character. That's a thing. It's truly who he is. He's never not this. I've spoken to him off air. People have heard me talk to him off air. He's just Beast being Beast at all times.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, just doing my little bit of a thing here, enjoying a good sub, and also playing a little bit of a Price is Right bingo. But it's a Wednesday night. It's time for some dynamite on TBS. I want to enjoy a good evening's work, and if I want action, I'm going to get action. And to all you who are going on the 24th to Clinton Hall, let's go get those boys that we want.
What did I tell you? Do I know my guy Beast or what? I mean, come on. Give me some credit for that. Did I not call that? Love it. All right, last chance to get in here. Here we go. Shane is up next. What's up, Shane?
I mistakenly, not mistakenly, because I was 50-50 on the vote, but I did vote for Gary, and then kept watching the stream, and I'm like, I might have made the wrong vote. So, everyone just started kind of backing up Bonesy. I'm like, these are some good points.
Well, you know what you need to do? You need to make another YouTube account right now and vote for Bonesy, so at least they cancel each other out.
I might have to do that.
You better go fast. You got a few minutes left.
I'm gonna go do that.
Shane, thank you for the call. I love it. I'm telling you, people wait to the end to vote. That's why I'm waiting to see if we're gonna get any sudden movement here at the end. We just hit over 700 votes. Bonesy's up 52-48, so he should be in a good spot, but you don't know. You don't know till it's over. We have a saying around here. It ain't over till Charles Gorman gets catfished. And to my knowledge, he hasn't been catfished today. So this show is still going on. As long as Australia Jet fans awake, we continue for a few more minutes.
Is Charles still here? I'm still waiting for his answer.
No, he's not.
Where's Bobby? I haven't seen him tonight either.
Bobby, I don't know where he is.
Well, It's getting very tight, isn't it? It's been a good matchup.
Been a great matchup.
Do you think that Gary has a chance to pull back in, or?
Of course he does. Yeah, he's within a couple points here. It's not insurmountable. It's 52-48, which is really, every point Gary gains, Bonesy goes down. Whereas in sports, you don't lose points, right? The points stay on the board.
Yeah.
And this, as one side gains, like a seesaw, as one side gains, the other goes down. So yeah, 100%.
If you had to bet your life savings right now, would you put it on Bonesy?
I think Bonesy would win, yes, but I wouldn't feel. I'd be very nervous betting my life savings on that. That's a lot of super chats I'd be potentially throwing away.
I've seen a lot more brace stuff recently. You think it's just catching wind because obviously it was a rumor that's circulated. Do you think people are just sort of jumping on the trend now?
Yeah, there's not a lot going on right now, so that's part of it too.
What do you think of Milroe? Like, what do you think? Like, chance wise, are the Jets taking a chance on him?
I would be surprised. Not because I don't think the Jets like him, but because I think they have so many holes that they can't afford to take a quarterback in the second round. And it feels like there's some real momentum for Milroe being a day 2 pick at the latest.
Yeah. No, I've seen a lot about him as well.
Hold on one second. Australian Jet fan, getting a call here. Hey, Paige, I'm on the air right now. Say hi to about 350 people that are going to hear the sound of your voice.
Hello, Jake Asman has fantastic insights. I hope you all enjoyed the show.
All right, I'll call you back when I get off. Bye. Thank you. All right, we're nearing the home stretch. Let's see. Gary's requesting to see Beast sandwich. Beast, did you finish the whole sandwich? Can you show it to Gary here at the buzzer? Gary, we might be dealing with Beast time here. A little Beast delay.
Well, we can fill the gaps until I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see the inside of the sandwich.
Beast?
Yeah, he's that's quite a lag right there.
Beast?
What a dumbass. A dumbass.
Who?
Hi.
I want to see the sandwich. Can I see the sandwich? I guess the sandwich is complete.
Did you see the sandwich?
I didn't see it.
Dude, I beefed it up big time.
I'll go back and take a look at it. I'll watch the
here
show.
It is.
I can't see that.
Look at that, baby.
Can't see that. I can see your elbow.
Gabagoo on there. Mortadella, salami, pastrami. Can't beat it.
Can you
Can you keep it lower?
Just watch.
Lower your phone. Who is that?
Who is that? Who's that?
Thank you, boys. We're live right now, but I'm actually doing a little bit of business right now. So, as they say, California, fly like the eagle, fly like the eagle.
Can you say Capicola?
I can hear you, Gary. I can hear you. I'm not that deaf. Were you blind or something?
Capicola.
No, we don't call it Capicola. We call it in New York City. We call it Gabagool. It
I
shows
know.
respect.
It drives my mom insane because it's no way, shape, or form is that gabagool.
Hey, you might be from Texas, but where I come from, hey, don't get smart with me. Just call it gabagool as a sign of respect and a sign of courage and discipline. Even Dave Brigger will tell you, and many others will tell you, show some respect, or you know what you're gonna get next. Don't think I don't know what come next.
Can you say Capicola?
How about I got a few words for you? My foot, yes.
You can try. It's not going to go well for you. You're not going to like how that goes, but you can try.
Son, you don't want to go into World War III with me. I've been to war before. So if you don't think you don't want to get in the ring with me, let me just say this. In the words of the great Leslie Nielsen, as he said from Repossessed, as he once said, Oh, you hate my guts, huh? Well, hell, where you get a load of me?
Can you give us like a boxing tutorial on the show?
So the jab, that's a 1. Right cross.
You think you take Beastbreaker?
I'm pretty sure I could beat Beastbreaker in a fight.
What gives you the confidence?
The physical appearance of Beastbreaker and having been in countless fights.
What do you mean the physical appearance?
He can't get out of bed.
That's not true. He definitely can get out of bed. He's up. Yeah.
That's training 101. Welcome to my class, Gary.
Hey, he did get out of bed. Good for you.
Get up, sunshine! Ah! I think it's called fear, son. I think it's called fear.
Yeah. Sit down before you have a heart attack, Beast.
That's scary enough to knock my out. Come on, look, you little fuck. I got something for you. Come on down. Who's next? Come on. Who wants a little?
He looks to be in great physical condition.
Yeah, baby.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. The enemy confronts you, he's the enemy. Just bring it all you got. You're all just a bunch of little babies with no guts.
I mean, I learned a lot there, Gary.
Yeah.
They've gone at it many times, but that was one of the classic ones. Shout out to Beast and Gary. All right, I gifted 5 memberships. It's been a fun show. I want to pay it forward. We only had, I think, like 8 or 9 memberships gifted to this point, so I just gifted a 5 spot. I'm not entering myself in my own raffle, so if you hear your name called, you have at least 1 entry in the raffle. And because it's me gifting a membership, I get to play a video of my choice. So I'm playing this.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, here we go. 5 memberships. CC, Chelsea Porto, Day Teasy, Patrick Cahill, Alan Sucks Monkey Wrenches, Nick Sheld, all receiving channel memberships. Folks, we've had an enormous amount of votes in this matchup. 722 of them, to be exact. Unbelievable job by everyone who came out today to the polls. But there can only be one winner. And that winner and the man who will advance to the national title game and take on King Loski tomorrow afternoon is none other than Mr. Bonesy. Bonesy takes down Gary to advance to the national title game. The final score was tight. Great battle between 2 of the greatest callers in the history of the show. Bonesy 51. Gary 3D Boxing 48. It is Bonesy advancing, which sets the stage. Your first look at our national final tomorrow afternoon. Let me pull up the graphic and let's preview the matchup. Wow. Here we go. First look at it. It's loading. There it is. One Asmaniac will be left standing tomorrow. Let's say 4:15 Eastern. Tip-off time. Loski versus Bonesy. Who you got? The bottom line is this. You can't go wrong with either of these 2 tremendous callers. Huge credit to Neil. Huge credit to Gary. They fought hard. They fought as hard as you could fight. Ultimately, only one Asmaniac could advance today. So congrats to the King and congrats to Mr. Bonesy. Job well done, folks. Job well done. That's a show. Thank you all. If you want to meet Mr. Bonesy, get your draft ticket. That's simple. You can meet Bonesy. Asmaniacs. Beast, you're not
Hello
coming to the
there,
party, are you?
Gary. How you doing there, General?
I'm good, champ. I'm good.
That was a glitch. I switched slides and it somehow brings up an old slide. But anyway, Gary, I was going to bring you on anyway for final thoughts. Your thoughts on the matchup with Bonesy here, and are you rooting for him against King Loski?
Yeah, I've met him personally. He's been a gracious host. He had me in the store, so like, I love Loski, but I've never met him personally. So, yeah, I'll throw my support behind Bonesy for sure. Congrats, Bonesy. If I had to lose to someone, I'm glad it's you. Although I didn't want to lose to anyone.
You were confident you were going to win, and ultimately you went down. Do you have any regrets on your campaign throughout this process?
No, I was unapologetically and authentically me. So, I mean, I lost. Bonesy got me.
Unbelievable. Bonesy and Loski going at it. Love it. Let me tell you this. You fought hard, Gary. Thank you for all you do.
I did. I brought out all my guns. Tomorrow was gonna have to be like a bullpen game anyway. I had nothing left for tomorrow anyway. So, you know, it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Gary. And let's pay homage now to the matchup tomorrow. Here's your look at our national championship matchup.
It's time for the Asmaniac Madness Finals. Get ready to cut the net down in this epic contest between King Loski and Mr. Bonesy. The 1 seeds are out. The OGs crush the competition. From One Punch Brigga to Castro's bike crash. Who the hell knows what's going to happen next? Did Charles just fart again? Better wake up, Beastbreaker. Not since the moon landing has Gary been more excited. Let's get to it.
Bravo, Gator. That's why I was stalling there. Gator's like, I got something I'm sending you. I'm like, all right, let me try and stall a couple of minutes here. Love it. Well worth it. Appreciate all of you. That's a show. We're back tomorrow in the morning. O'Leary at 10 a.m. in his weekly spot. Afternoon show features the championship matchup. We'll do a top 10 moment of the tournament on the first show tomorrow, so you're not going to want to miss that. Again, congrats to Gary and Neil. They fought hard today. Great competitors. Someone had to win. And that, of course, was King Loski and Mr. Bonesy. So, Bones, Loski, congratulations. Going to be a great battle. Look forward to it tomorrow. Thank you to all who watched. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join us on Patreon. Get in the Discord. Hang out with us there. And more importantly, get a draft ticket, baby. Come hang out with all of us in person in almost 2 weeks. 15 days from right now. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. On that note, go Jets. Talk to you guys soon. Jets. Jets, Jets, Jets.